Alright, y'all. This is the second year with the Ryobi 40 volt lawnmower, wireless electric, battery powered. Now, I have the Ryobi batteries, but I decided to buy one of these off Amazon, 6 amp hour, 40 volt lithium. This battery right here, there's no way it's 6 amp hours because it's the same size as the 4 amp hour Ryobi battery. So I'm figuring it'll be close to that, but let's see how much I get out of it. And put it in there. All right, I'm ready to start cutting. I got the other batteries charging right now. The 4 amp hour battery is fully charged. The 6 amp hour battery, I thought I had it, the Ryobi one, I thought I had it fully charged. But let's see how this plays out. Second year with it. It's dusty as heck because, you know, I got dusty yard. So I could probably clean it up a little bit, but I will in a bit. But anyway, that's what I'm doing. I'm getting ready to cut grass. Alright, y'all, it's 12:35, 12:36, and I'm gonna start cutting. Let's see how long this thing lasts with the aftermarket battery. The first cut is always so hard. You gotta get all kind of stuff out of your way. Get to where we gotta be. But look, I'm doing this with one hand. Easy. I mean, this is a great lawnmower for a woman that's single. She needs to cut her own grass. You don't even need self-propel. I wouldn't get self-propel. Just one more thing that can go wrong. So I mean, look at that. Look, one hand, easy. Easy. I love it. And I got the trimmer to go with it, so that's easy too. Does a good cut. I was gonna buy another one. The problem is, the price went kinda up a lot. They're like $100 more than what I bought. So, well, I think they're having a sale right now for $50 off. I think it's like, I don't know, 350 bucks. I bought mine for 250 bucks. And it comes with the battery. So, it's still an okay deal, but I think that's a little bit expensive for something so simplistic. It's a good lawnmower though. A lot easier than gas power. See how I'm going around the garden? Pretty easy. Pretty easy. So, I mean, I got easy grass to cut too. Some grass is thicker, but this is still way easier, lighter. Very light. So let's see how long this battery lasts. That's gonna be interesting. Alright, y'all, I'm gonna just start going to cutting. And the first cut is always a gnarly one, so let's see how it does. Pull that in, and you gotta hit that button right there. See, I hit it with my finger. See how it revs? It knows when it has harder grass to cut. So it'll use more of the battery for that. Yeah? So, that's pretty cool. I'm going to get a lot done, I believe, on this aftermarket battery. I think that's going to be a good deal. Gives me 4 40-volt batteries. All right. Holy moly, that thing ran out already? That's not good. That's less than a few passes. Well, let's go see. Boy, if that's all I get out of it, that ain't gonna be worth it. Wow. Wow. That's nothing. Well, it's saying it's still fully charged. Huh. Let's go see. Maybe, oh, I know what that was. I've had this happen before. Okay. There's connections that have to be made on this lawnmower, and if they're not right, it ain't gonna cut. And I bet you let's see. Alright, yeah, well, seems to be where it needs to be. Okay, let's see. Okay, back in business. I think I might have lost the contact on one of those. One of them moved a bit. Yeah, if those arms aren't right, they won't cut. They won't go. Lockouts or something. I'm sure I could bypass that somehow if that ever got to be a real big problem. for that battery. So that'll be it. So this battery is more like the 4 amp hour battery, and even that one lasts longer than this one does. That 4 amp hour battery would have got me to about where I'm at right now, or even a little farther. But this one ain't bad. I guess it's okay to have a aftermarket battery for a backup, but you know, you pay for what you get. You get what you pay for. That's what I'm sorry. And the Ryobi batteries just do last longer. I ain't gonna lie. I know they do. This is a fresh, brand new battery. So it's not bad. It ain't bad. It got a lot of grass cut. This might even cut a regular size yard. This battery, because I cut a lot of ground. I cut a lot of ground. See there, all the way up front. I got about an acre or a little more that I cut with this push mower, and that's a lot of ground to cut. So I'm not poo-pooing that battery. It ain't the best. So I'm gonna get the Ryobi one, and now we're gonna cut for real. For people who wanted to see, it's I don't even know if that's picking up. Run. I can't. Okay, it's 143. 143. So just so y'all know, I have 2 regular chargers, and this is charging the 6 amp hour Ryobi one right now. I'm gonna put this aftermarket one back on the charger. It's actually showing that it had more battery left. Maybe I took it off a little bit. See how it's showing it's charging the second one? It's not even charging the first one. But I don't know. That's, you know, the Chinese crap. But this one is ready to rock and roll. See how it lit up? Okay. So this Ryobi, I know how long this one will last. I used it all last year, and they do deplete and go a little bit less, but man, I didn't use them tremendously a lot last year. I don't have to cut my grass but every 2 weeks, and that's not a lot of time. That's not a lot of cycles on these batteries, so they will last me for a long time. And I believe we're gonna see. Y'all saw what time it was. I'm gonna start cutting now. Of course, I take breaks, but it's in there and it's ready to rock and roll. So we're about to start cutting again. the Ryobi battery died, and I gotta tell you, it was about the same amount of time as the 4 amp hour off-market battery. So, well, the 6 amp hour. So the 4 amp hour Ryobi is equivalent to the 6 amp hour aftermarket. So, and it's kind of warm. So, I mean, I've got probably half my cutting done. I bet you that 6 amp hour would probably finish me off, or maybe I have to go in one of these. But with a 3 battery rotation like that, I think I'll be fine. So the 6 amp hour Ryobi that comes with the lawnmower, 4 amp hour that comes, I think I just bought this separately. I forgot how I did that. And then an aftermarket 6 amp hour. Yeah, you can cut a huge yard. So you might save a few dollars by buying an aftermarket one, and I would say, yeah, I would do it again. I would. It's a good idea. So, letting y'all know, I got a lot more to cut, but I got the big one to go, and it'll do twice as much as what I've done. So the big Ryobi is about to come out. All right, y'all, that's all I got. You know, that Ryobi battery wasn't out. Something else must be on with the lawnmower. It's probably a contact. It had a little bit more left in it. So the Ryobi 4 amp is better than the 6 amp after, but they're comparable, but the Ryobi's still better. Okay, I just wanted y'all to see that. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and drop the big one in there. A good 6 amp hour. I think everybody should be all right. Here we go. No. The contacts go bad when I go down that hill. All right. There we go. You know, there's more leaves. The first time I cut, it's always more leaves. My wife rakes them up, but there's still more leaves. But there's a lot of grass. That's the good stuff. Every time it does that right there. Okay. Alright, we have a problem. I gotta go figure out the contact. Alright, y'all. I've done enough today. I'm tired. I'm so tired. I'm whooped. And I can't hardly go anymore. And this thing gave me some fits. And I know what I'm gonna do. I know what I'm gonna do to fix this the way I ain't got to deal with this crap no more. This contact shit. If you look right there, see that contact comes out right there? It'll start right now. Oh well, wow. I don't have battery in it. But this right here, contact's got to come out right here. And I got tired of dealing with this. So I'm going to fix this once and for all. I'm sick of people putting... Are you really serious? I'm sick of people putting shit on stuff for our safety that makes shit not run. Freaking pisses me off. I'm tired of kill switches, safety switches, and all of this shit. I know better than to stick my hand in a moving blade. It's aggravating. So I'm gonna fix this once and for all, but I'm just too tired. My head hurts. I got most of the grass cut. I got about half left to do. It's the easy half. I thought I was gonna roll with it, but you know what? I'm tired. I'm just gonna cook dinner. I hate crap like this. You know what? I love this Ryobi thing because this is a good cutter. But they're stupid over engineering. Morons. This is like the stupid woke people out there making freaking bullshit that breaks. You know what? Someone who bought this that don't know wouldn't be able to fix this. Put it out by the road and say that was the end of it. They make shit to fail. And this is one of those things that they made that would fail. But I'm going to fix it and it ain't going to fail and I'm going to run it. I'm going to run it for years and years and years. Just pisses me off. I know that's it's a weak point. It's a very weak point in this mower, and it's those. It's where the handle slides down. Anyway, I'm done with this. All right, I'm gonna fix it, and then after that, I'll have a mower that'll work forever. All right, y'all. This thing right here, I was cutting yesterday, and this little safety switch has to pop out right here to make this run. The switch has to be open for this to run. And what happens is if you push it in, you see it's off, and there it's on. And I took off this part right here on both sides. Let me tell you, this is nothing but a little cheese ball bracket, and when I took it off, a bunch of parts fell out, and a part that was cracked fell out. And I kept having fits with this thing not wanting to run. So I'm gonna do my way of fixing things. And I'm just gonna tack weld this to where it won't ever go. It won't telescope anymore, so it won't have the telescoping function. But I never had a lawnmower that I needed that. And I'm not playing around. I mean, I could maybe drive a screw through there, like drill a hole all the way through the back and put a screw, and that would work. But gotta tell you the truth, that's just gonna fail one day too. I think, and this is just gonna be my way of fixing that. So let's see. Alright, moment of truth. So y'all, to wrap up this final review on this lawnmower I had, I wanted to show this little bracket that fit around the handlebar, the handle of the motor. What happened, why it quit running, I took this apart, and in here, in this little piece right here, there's just a rubber piece that fits here that goes in there, and then this piece is a plastic piece that broke off of here, and that's why this wasn't operating properly. It slides in anyway. Little chinky little plastic piece of junk part right there keeps that lawnmower from operating properly, which made me have to go and do a home job fix on it, which I would say I really disappointed that I had to do that, but nevertheless I still like the lawnmower. It's made like a piece of junk, but the thing is, it's light and it's easier than dealing with the gas lawnmower. Still, the batteries, to speak to the batteries, you get your a 6 amp hour from Ryobi and a 4 amp hour from Ryobi. This one came with the lawnmower, this one came with the trimmer. I bought this one aftermarket on Amazon. With all three of these, piece of cake, no problem cutting about 1 acre of grass. And I cut a lot of grass, so that's not so bad. Even with just the two that I got from Ryobi, was basically enough for me to use, but I did have to sit back and watch these charge a couple times, and it would delay me a little bit, but not too bad. But with this one now, it really puts me over the top. The problem with Ryobi is that this battery right here, to get another 6 amp hour, if you really wanted the big one with the charger, that's $200. That's 2 bills. That's way too much for that. That's ridiculous. But that's where everything's at. The lawnmower is just on a little cheap electric motor with a cheap electric frame. All the stuff is in the battery technology. So that being said, that's where they're making all their money. The cheap little lawnmower, if you don't bang it up, it'll be fine. But the problem with that is, I used it, I was pretty darn careful. I did use it like a lawnmower, you know, every now and then, you know, you hit some bumpy ground. Those little plastic pieces and parts are going to break every now and then, and the little tiny ones that really hold at critical points might break. Okay, y'all, so in closing, I mean, this lawnmower is a decent lawnmower. There's not too much I can say about it, but this is the contact point that has to release. This little part right here, better. If that little metal piece doesn't pop out, it doesn't run. So that's like a safety relay, like a safety switch on there. So if that safety switch, when you push the telescoping arms down, that's pushed in and it won't work. When it pops out, the lawnmower will work. These cheesy little efforts to keep us safe on these instruments these days are driving me crazy, because we just, I mean, I can do without it, you know. It's just one more thing for me to have to fix, and I really just think that it causes more problems than it helps someone be safe. There's like 3 safety switches in this thing, and that's overkill. That, to me, this is points that can go bad, so that you have to buy another one. When I bought this lawnmower, it cost $250. I was very satisfied with that price. The same lawnmower 1 year later, less than 1 year later, I believe, or about 1 year later, the sale price for it is $350. With that said, I'm even thinking of buying a backup, because The battery is where it's at. The tool itself, the lawnmower itself, is a cheaply made plastic box, basically. But it's still easier to cut the grass with this plastic lawnmower. It's so light. It's so easy to use. So, yes, I'll give it a 3 out of 5 on stars. Because I can fix things, I can rig stuff to work even after it breaks. But if you someone that don't like this and would put it out to the road, well, of course I wouldn't buy this. But for me, I still like it. I'm really debating whether or not I'm going to buy one for $350 just to have a backup, because I don't want to lose the batteries. You know, if this thing goes down or it really breaks, the batteries are where everything's at. So maybe the technology will get a little bit better on down the road, but I doubt they'll ever make these things better. I mean, these are very cheaply made. It's like a Tonka toy when you were a kid. That's about what I feel. It's so light and flimsy. But anyway, so that's my review on this. I didn't include the trimmer this time. The trimmer's working fine. I just don't use it as much. But yeah, I like the lawnmower. I just don't like all the safety nets put in place and the safety mechanisms put in place, and I don't like the fact that it has little plastic cheap parts and it costs so much for that. If the price doesn't equate to what it's made with, to me, and that's so many things these days. So we're kind of getting used to that in our society, and who knows, man. The way things are going, you might not be able to buy things like this coming up one day. No one will have any, I don't know, whatever, all the doom and gloom out there. So anyway, y'all take care, and I'll see you later.